Hackman Field in Marshfield as another day begins at the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament here in Marshfield. Good to have you with us for baseball today. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field, where day 3 of the state AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament begins in just a few moments. We have 3 ball games on the schedule for today. The first 2 are elimination contests. In the first contest, the host Marshfield Post 54 American Legion Blue Devils will face Sheboygan, and then another elimination game, Watertown versus Tomah. Teams that lose those first 2 ball games will be out of the tournament. And then the 2 unbeaten teams meet this evening at 7:30. That's Eau Claire and Kimberly meeting in that one this evening at 7:30. Gorgeous day for baseball, but on the warm side, temperatures in the 80s, but we have hazy sunshine and no threat of rain in this ball game this evening between Marshfield and Sheboygan. On the mound today for Sheboygan, it's Ryan Stephen. Pitching for Marshfield, Auburndale right-hander Devin Cherney. Marshfield and Sheboygan today in round 3 of the state AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. We'll come back with more of our pregame report following these messages. Hackman Field in Marshfield, the host of the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament for this year. Action on Tuesday. Watertown held off Wisconsin Rapids 5-4, so Rapids is now out of the tournament. Marshfield beat Marinette 11-7, and that eliminates the Marinette Ball Club. Then last night, in the battle between unbeaten teams, Eau Claire nipped Sheboygan 6-5, and Kimberly edged Tomah 2-1. And that sets up the schedule for today. Marshfield plays Sheboygan in this first ball game at 1:30. This is an elimination contest, and so the team that loses this game is out of the tournament. Watertown then plays Tomah at 4:30 today. The team that loses that game also is out. And then this evening, the unbeaten teams, Eau Claire and Kimberly, get together, and they play in their ball game at 7:30 tonight. The team that wins this ball game, by the way, plays again on Friday at 4:30 in round 4 of the state tournament against the loser of that Eau Claire Kimberly Ball Club.
For Sheboygan, post 83, leading off the shortstop, number 5, Tristan Hunt.
Marshfield and Sheboygan meeting today in this AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. The game is being played in Marshfield. Nonetheless, Marshfield is the visiting team for this contest today. The Sheboygan Ball Club taking the field defensively. Marshfield Ball Club lined up on the third base side as they get set to play here today at Jack Hackman Field. Beautiful day for baseball. Temperatures once again in the 80s, hazy sunshine, no threat of rain in the forecast. And so things should be very good for baseball most of the day today. Should get these ball games in without any difficulty today. We've seen some good baseball so far this weekend at the American Legion AAA tournament here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Good crowds have been on hand once again today. A good crowd to watch a 1:30 contest between Marshfield and Sheboygan. Lots of fans are here for the ball game today, and we'll see more throughout the day today for these other ball clubs as well. Now, before this ball game gets underway, let's take a few moments for our national anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
anthem. We're set for baseball here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield and Sheboygan today in Day 3 of the State AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. The Sheboygan Ball Club is on the field. Let's check them defensively. At first base is Levi Mills. At second base, Logan Michaels. At shortstop, Tristan Hunt. At third base, Caden Harrington. The right fielder is Aiden Schmall. In center field, Mark Williams. In left field, Brett Rabarczyk. The catcher is Colin Thorne. On the mound, right-hander Ryan Stephen. Sheboygan with red jerseys and white pants. Once again, this game is being played in Marshfield. Nonetheless, Sheboygan is the home team on the scoreboard for today. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, and ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield as we get set for another day of baseball action here at the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. 6 teams still alive, and 2 more will be ousted after play today. Ryan Stephen finishing his warm-up throws. Stephen, a big right-hander from Sheboygan South.
Leading off for Marshfield, left fielder, Jake Sadowska.
And the leadoff man for Marshfield here in the first, left fielder Jacob Sadowska. Jacob, a left-handed batter. He stands in. We're set for baseball. The first pitch of the ball game is hit over the mound and into center field for a base hit. High hopper past the mound into center field, and Marshfield has a leadoff base runner here in the first inning. Batting next for Marshfield is the shortstop, Mac Kinichny. Mac, a right-handed batter. Sadowski at first base has excellent speed. Good chance he'll be on the move. Stephen checks him from the stretch. Pitch on the way, breaks inside for ball 1. Just underway here at Jack Hackman Field, Marshfield and Sheboygan meeting in this ball game today in the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. The 1-0 pitch on the way, a big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Larry Holshoe, by the way, is our home plate umpire today. On the bases, Daryl Prees and Eric Brost. 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Kinichny. Sadowska going, pitches over Kinichny's head, throw to second base is late. Stolen base for Jacob Sadowska. That was a high fastball, though an over Mac's head. He dug down. The catcher, Colin Thorne, did what he could, but had no chance at Sadowska at second base. The count on Kinichny now 2 balls and 1 strike. Mac stands in once again. Stephen from the stretch. Now throw, swung on and missed. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd still coming into Jack Hackman Field. Anticipating a big day of baseball here in Marshfield today. 2-2 on Kinichny. Stephen gets set, throws again, line to left field for a base hit. Sadowska rounding third base has that great speed. Rabarczyk coming up throwing from left field. His throw cut off as Sadowska scores, and Marshfield leads 1-0.
Center fielder, Dawson Luther.
RBI single for Mac Kinichny. And Marshfield grabs a quick 1-0 lead. Next Marshfield batter is the center fielder Dawson Luther, and what a ball game Dawson had last night. And the win over Marinette, Dawson had 5 singles and drove in 7 runs. Stephen working from the stretch. He throws here, line to left center field for a base hit. Kinichny rounding second base, that ball in the gap, and Mac will take third base on the play. Luther on his way to second base. There's a throw there. He slides in safely. A hustling double for Matt Kinichny, for Dawson Luther rather. Kinichny takes third base on the play. And Marshfield has 2 men in scoring position for catcher Mason Anderson. So the Marshfield Ball Club starts strong in this one today. Anderson digs in, tall right-handed batter. Stephen gets set. He throws a swing and a miss for strike 1. Marshfield on top, 1-0. Marshfield batting top of the first. Runners at second and third, still nobody out. 0-1 pitch on the way. A breaking ball gets the inside corner for a called strike 2. Mason Anderson, tall, lanky guy, not normally the build you see for a catcher, but handles that position quite well. Now the 0-2 delivery. That's hit foul on the first base side of the play. Count stays 0-2. Marshfield opens with 3 consecutive singles. They've plated 1, looking for 2 more. 0-2 on Mason Anderson. Stephen gets set, throws once again. That's line to left field. Rabarchik in the gap, drops the ball in deep left field. Ball went off his mitt. Kinichny is in, Luther rounding third base, and he'll score as well. Anderson takes second base, and Marshfield leads 3-0. A line drive to deep left field. The left fielder Rabarchik got back there. Got a glove on it, but could not hold it. Both Kinichny and Luther score on the play. We're waiting for a scoring ruling here as to how they'll score that, a hit or an error on Rabarchik. But 2 more runs are in, and Marshfield leads early, 3-0. Quick conference on the mound amongst the Sheboygan infielders.
The courtesy runner at second base is number 19, Ray Becker.
Marshall now brings in Ray Becker. He'll serve a courtesy runner for the catcher, Mason Anderson. The batter for Marshfield, right fielder Owen Griesbach. The pitch from Stephen, breaking ball, misses inside for ball 1. So Marshfield leads 3-0. Blue Devils batting top of the first. Still nobody out. Becker at second base. The pitch to Griesbach, hit high in the air down the left field line. Might go into foul ground. The left fielder Rabarchik comes over but can't make a play. Ball falls near the left field bullpen. A foul ball, the count now 1-1. That ball hit by Anderson now has been ruled a 2-base hit. So a double and 2 RBIs on that play for Mason Anderson. Ray Becker at second base to count on Griesbach, 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield opens the ball game with 4 consecutive hits. Griesbach back in there. Stephen gets ready and throws, popped up in a shallow center field. The shortstop Hunt backpedals, called off by the center fielder Williams, and he'll grab it for the out. And Becker holds at second base. Griesbach retired for the first out. And the Marshfield third baseman Chase Robinson now batting. Robinson also a right-handed batter. Stephen working from the stretch. He throws a check swing down the first base line, rolling along the foul line and going foul for strike 1. 0-1 on Chase Robinson. Becker back to second base. Strong start for Marshfield in this ball game today. And once again, 2 more ball games here at Jack Hackman Field later today. 0-1 on Chase Robinson. Stephen checks the runner, throws a curveball up and in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watertown plays Toma at 4:30. The team that loses that ball game is out. That's another elimination game. The 1-1 delivery. That ball hit down the left field line. That's going to hook and go foul. 1-2. Then tonight, the 2 unbeaten teams, Eau Claire and Kimberly, at 7:30. So lots of baseball here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield today. Ball and 2 strikes on Chase Robinson. He's back in there. Becker edges off second base, and Stephen will check him from the stretch. Now the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, comes inside, hits Robinson on the elbow.
First baseman
Robinson
Nate
hit by a
Richardson.
pitch. Marshfield now with base runners at first and second, still only one out. And first baseman Nathan Richardson is the batter. Real tough start for Sheboygan right-hander Ryan Stephen today. Richardson stands in there. And Stephen throws a curveball, a swing and a miss for strike one. Marshfield leads early 3-0. Marshfield batting top of the first. Runners at first and second, still only one out. 3 runs are in. The 0-1 delivery. This is low and outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is day 3 of the tournament. Once you get to the third day, some of the pitching staffs are a bit thin. Richardson back in there. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball got the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2. Richardson stands in. There's a breaking ball missing inside for a ball. 2-2. Richardson, the 7th man to bat for Marshfield in this opening inning. Stephen ready once again from the stretch. And throws a swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch by Stephen. And Richardson out on strikes. Stephen's first strikeout today. Marshfield batter is Bryce Shoddy, serving as the DH for this ball game today, batting left-handed. Runners take their leads at first and second, and Stephen will check them. Pitch on the way, that's hit to third base and knocked down by the third baseman Harrington. He'll step on the bag to force Becker and end the inning.
First inning, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors.
Strong start for the Marshfield Post 54 ball club today. Marshfield in the first, 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, a hit batter, 2 men left on base. After 1/2 inning, our score is Marshfield 3, Sheboygan coming to bat. We'll come back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball in just a moment.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Marshfield Legion on the field offensively today. At first base is Nathan Richardson. At second base, Cash Osterman. At shortstop, Mac Kinichny. At third base, Chase Robinson. In right field, Owen Griesbach. In center field, Dawson Luther. In left field, Jacob Sadowska. The catcher, Mason Anderson. On the mound, right-hander Devin Cherney, young man from Auburndale. Had good success with this Marshfield Legion program this year. State American Legion Baseball Tournament at Jack Hackman Field. I think the 3rd time Marshfield's hosted several years ago, also back in 1990. That was the first year Marshfield had the tournament over across the street at the old Reithsfield complex. Sheboygan batting, bottom half of the first. Leadoff man, the shortstop, Tristan Hunt. Hunt batting left-handed. Cherney from the windup. Sets and throws. Half swing and a miss for strike one. Marshfield out to an early 3-0 lead. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the first. Here is the 0-1 delivery. Hit back up the middle and knocked down by the second baseman, Osterman, but he has no play. And Hunt will reach on the base hit.
Caden Harrington.
So Sheboygan has a leadoff base runner here in the first. The next batter, third baseman Caden Harrington. Also a left-handed batter. Coach Weston Yerk on the foul lines at third base for Sheboygan. Harrington stands in, Cherney from the stretch. Goes to first base, and Hunt back in time. Nathan Richardson taking the toss to Auburndale guys there. Cherney to Richardson, both from Auburndale High School. Harrington back in there. And Cherney throws, ground ball towards second base. Osterman will charge, scoop it up, go to first base in time for the out. Not hit very hard, so no chance for Osterman to cut down the base runner at second base. Hunt advances on the ground out. And Harrington retired second to first for out number one. Batting for Sheboygan, the second baseman, Logan Michaels. Hitting right-handed. Cherney staying in the stretch here. And he now delivers a curveball that breaks across for a called strike one. Sheboygan batting, bottom half of the first. Marshfield leads early 3-0 here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. 0-1 on Logan Michaels. Cherney throws once again, popped up in foul ground behind first base. Richardson will chase it down and make the play. Tough chance for Nathan Richardson. That ball hit over his head in foul ground. Had to come back and grab it, and he may have dropped the ball. Looks like he did. That was a tough chance for Nathan. Looks like he did cough it up. That's ruled a foul ball. The count now 0-2. Looked like he had it momentarily, but came out of his grasp. And so Michael stands in there. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, that ball hit over your head, always a tough chance for anybody, especially on the high school level. Cherney throws again. That ball whacked to left field for a base hit. Hunt to third base, rounding third, and he'll come home as Sadowska fumbles the ball. RBI base hit for Logan Michaels. And Sheboygan on the scoreboard, now trailing 3-1.
First baseman Levi Mills.
So each team scores here in the opening inning today. The batter for Sheboygan, their cleanup man, first baseman Levi Mills. Michaels off first base, held there by Richardson. Pitch from Cherney, across for a called strike one. Our score now, Marshfield 3, Sheboygan 1. Sheboygan batting, bottom half of the first, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Levi Mills. And Cherney throws once again. Curveball, a swing and a miss. Count 0-2. A lot of our fans in central Wisconsin remember Chris Schumacher. Had a great sports career at Wausau East High School, football, basketball, back in the late 80s, early 90s. 0-2 pitch, popped up on the first base side, over the first base bag, and falls in fair territory. A little looper right down the first base foul line, over Richardson's head. He could not get there, so it falls for a bloop base hit. Boy, everybody's hitting the ball over Nathan Richardson's head here in the opening inning. On that play, Michaels takes second base. So base runners at first and second, only 1 out for left fielder Brett Rabarczyk, batting left-handed. Cherney checks the base runners and delivers. High fly ball going foul on the third base side of the play for strike one. Marshfield on top 3-1. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the first. Runners at first and second, and only 1 out. No balls, 1 strike on Brett Rabarczyk. Cherney taking a long look at Mason Anderson. Now Rabarczyk will step out on him. Chris Schumacher was a great football and basketball player at Wausau East. Then played some college sports at UW La Crosse. Played football over there for lacrosse back in the early 1990s. And got into college athletics, especially in track and field. Cherney throws again, fly ball to center field. Lawson Luther in left center field, racing over, gets there and makes a catch and then drops the ball. Popped out of his mitt. Michael's routing third base, he'll come home. Mills to third base. And Barczyk takes second. And the Marshfield lead cut to 3-2. That was a long run to left center field for Dawson Luther, but he got there, but could not close his glove on the baseball. So Michael scores on the play. And Mills goes to third. Waiting for a ruling on that ball. The batter is the pitcher, Ryan Stephen. With two men in scoring position. Could be a wild ball game today. Cherney throws. Got the outside corner for a called strike one. Marshfield now leads 3-2. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the first. Runners at second and third, and only one out. That's now been ruled a hit by Barczyk. Pitched by Cherney, lined foul on the first base side of the play. 0-2. So Barczyk gets a double on that play. Drives in Michaels, and Mills takes third. 0-2 on Ryan Stephen. Back in there. Cherney taking his time, now gets set and delivers. A breaking ball whacked down the right field line, but going foul, out of play. 0-2. Chris Schumacher came back to Wisconsin a few years ago as the athletic director at Ripon College, after spending 33 years as a track and field coach at Illinois Wesleyan University down in Bloomington Normal. Had great success running that program. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on a foul back. And Schumacher now retiring as the Ripon AD. And he'll go back to Illinois Wesleyan, help their program, and his wife will go back down there and serve as a teacher for a fourth grade program. Cherney throws again, outside for a ball, 1-2. So Chris Schumacher leaving Ripon after several years as their AD. He oversaw the addition of esports and women's flag football to the Ripon program. 1-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball outside, 2-2. Schumacher, quite an athlete. Remember him from Wausau East back in his time. Could do lots of things on the football and basketball field. Cherney set once again. 2-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner for ball three. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rather long first inning. Both ball clubs have 4 hits already in the first inning. Full count pitch on the way. That's fouled back. Stays 3-2. So we could be here for a while. Could be lots of offense in this one today. Still 3-2 on Ryan Stephen. Cherney throws again. A swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball by Cherney.
Center fielder, Mark Williams.
And Ryan Stephen out on strikes. The first strikeout thrown by Cherney today. With 2 men down, the batter for Sheboygan is center fielder Mark Williams. Williams batting right-handed. Still 2 men in scoring position for Sheboygan. Cherney sets and delivers. Up and in for ball 1. Our score now, Marshfield 3, Sheboygan 2. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the first. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. The 1-0 delivery. Curveball pop foul over the screen and a play. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of people with the Marshfield Legion program working very hard to make this week of baseball a big success. They should be applauded for their work this week. Cherney throws again, misses low for a ball. 2-1, and of course their work did not start this week. Began many months ago to plan a tournament like this. 2-1 on Mark Williams, stands back in there. And Cherney fires again. Got the outside corner for a call and strike. The count now 2-2. Between these two ball clubs, 8 hits in this opening inning. 2-2 on Williams. Cherney gets set and throws. Line towards left field and just past the shortstop Kinichny for a base hit. Mills will score. Barczyk rounds third base, and he'll score as well. Two-run single for Mark Williams. And Sheboygan now on top for the first time, leading 4-3.
Catcher, Colin Thorne.
So you've seen 8 runs and 9 hits between these two ball clubs in the opening inning. The catcher, Colin Thorne, now batting. Right-handed batter. Toss to first base, and Williams dives back in safely. Fans entertained with lots of offense in the early part of this ball game. Thorne back in there, Cherney from the stretch. Runner goes, pitches outside for a ball. Throw to second base is offline. Stolen base for Mark Williams. The count on Thorne, 1 ball, no strikes. This next pitch by Cherney will be the 50th pitch of the inning. Cherney gets set, throws once again. Hit foul on the first base side of the play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, both teams hitting the ball well. Boy, we've had a first inning that's gone more than a half hour. But lots of offense, lots of base running here in the opening inning. Thorne back in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cherney sets himself, throws once again. High fly ball to center field. Luther coming in quickly into left center, gets there and grabs it to end the inning. In the first for Sheboygan, 4 runs.
1 left on base.
On 5 hits. No errors, 1 man left on base. We've now played 1 inning, and our score is Sheboygan 4, Marshfield 3. We'll come back with more baseball in just a moment.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Real good start offensively for both ball clubs today. We had 7 runs and 9 hits between these two ball clubs in an opening inning. And Sheboygan leads early 4-3. Marshfield batting their 9-1 and 2 hitters here in the second inning against Ryan Stephen. Once again, Marshfield is the visiting team in this ball game today. Current temperature, by the way, 83 degrees. So a warm day, but not intolerable. Stephen working from the windup. The pitch to Cash Osterman. Grounded back up the middle and knocked down with a shortstop. Hunt behind the bag, gets up and throws to first base, but a low throw, and Mills cannot take it out. And so Osterman will reach base. We'll see how they score that. That might be an infield hit for Osterman. A tough chance there for shortstop Travis Hunt. Dove behind the second base bag to smother the ball and then got up and threw quickly. His throw a bit low, and so Mills could not dig it out. But Osterman is aboard. And left fielder Jacob Sadowski is the batter. Singled and scored his first time up. Stephen from the stretch. Here's a breaking ball that's a bit outside for ball 1. Sadowska, the Marshfield leadoff batter once again today, stands ready. Stephen from the stretch. Throws a breaking ball high and away for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Osterman takes his lead, has good speed down there. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball, 3-0. And that ball hit by Cash Osterman, now ruled an infield hit. So Marshfield has 5 hits already, as does Sheboygan. 3-0 on Sadowska. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball across for call strike, 3-1. Coach Josh Metz with some signs at third base. Sadowska back in there. Osterman leads at first. And the pitch by Steven. Popped up in foul ground, third base side. Harrington over to have a look near the third base dugout. And he grabs it for the out. Good job by Keaton Harrington. Right alongside the Marshfield dugout on the third base side to grab that foul pop-up. That's out number 1. And Osterman holds at first base. Batting for Marshfield now, the shortstop Matt Knichty singled home run and scored himself back in that 3-run first inning. Steven checks the base runner and throws up and in for ball 1. Our score is Sheboygan 4, Marshfield 3. Marshfield batting, top of the second, 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Matt Knichty. Throw to first base, Osterman dives back in safely. Steven again from the stretch. Throws up and in for a ball. 2-0. Steven now with 28 pitches. Cherney's thrown 32, so the bullpens may get a workout today. 2-0 on Matt Knichty. And Steven fires once again, a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Osterman leads at first base, gets a good lead down there. Cash does run pretty well. Steven throws a big curveball to the screen. So Osterman now moves to second base on a very wild pitch. The count on Knichty now 3-1. So Marshfield has the tying run here in scoring position. Mack back in there, 3 balls, 1 strike. Steven gets set and throws, popped up on the diamond. On the right side, second baseman Logan Michaels called up by the first baseman Mills, and he'll grab it for the out.
Center fielder Dawson Luther.
And Osterman holds at second base. 2 men down. Dawson Luther now batting. Now Dawson's on quite a streak. Was 5 for 5 with 7 RBIs last night. And also doubled his first plate appearance today. So Dawson with 6 consecutive hits over the last 2 ball games. Doubled and scored his last time up. Osterman leads at second base. Luther digs in. And Steven throws. Fly ball to center field. Williams drifts over to left center, gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. In the second for Marshfield. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 1.5 innings of play, our score is Sheboygan 4 and Marshfield 3. Back with more baseball in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy is a local family-owned cheese.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chip's complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We're watching baseball today at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield, round 3 of the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. Sheboygan batting in the bottom half of the second. And their leadoff hitter, right fielder Adam Schmall. Number 9 man in the batting order for Sheboygan today. Devin Cherney throwing for Marshfield this afternoon. Winds and delivers. Over for a call and strike 1. Our score, Sheboygan 4, Marshfield 3. Sheboygan batting in bottom half of the second inning. Cherney winds and delivers once again. A swing and a miss, nothing in 2. We are in Marshfield, but Marshfield is the visiting team for this ball game today. No balls, 2 strikes on Adam Schmall. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. And Devin Cherney makes quick work of Adam Schmall for out number 1, Devin's second strikeout today. Leadoff man Tristan Hunt now batting for Sheboygan. The Sheboygan shortstop singled and scored his first time up. Cherney into his motion. Delivers outside ball 1. Understand Hunt will be a Peacock next year. He'll play baseball at Upper Iowa in that Northern Sun Conference. It's a fly ball foul, third base side of the play, 1-1. The Upper Iowa Peacocks, and a good program down there. Good match for Tristan Hunt. Now they're in a good level of baseball there. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunt now steps out. Hitting left-handed, he's back in there. Cherney ready. Winds, throws once again, breaking ball high for a ball, 2-1. Keep in mind, you can see all of the tournament games this week on ZaleskiSports.com. 2-1 delivery, 9 outside for ball, 3-1. This ball game right now, plus the 2 ball games coming up next, Watertown and Toma at 4:30. Cherney winds and delivers. On the inside corner for a call and strike 2. Count full 3-2. Then Eau Claire and Kimberly tonight, 7:30. More ball games Friday at 4:30 and 7:30. Full count pitch. Pop foul over the screen and a play. Count stays 3-2. And then on Saturday, the championship round, 12:30, and if necessary, a second championship game at 3:30. Those games all these next few days on ZaleskiSports.com. Count on Hunt is full 3-2. And Cherney taking too much time. Hunt will step out on him. Cherney set once again. Full count pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts thrown by Devin Cherney.
Third baseman, Caden Harrington.
Sheboygan batter now is the third baseman, Caden Harrington, who bounced to second his first time up. Cherney into his motion. Winds and throws, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Our score is Sheboygan 4, Marshfield 3. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the second. Base is empty and 2 outs. Now the 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball. High and outside for ball. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, and ZaleskiSports.com. This pitch outside for ball, 2-1. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field following action today at the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. 2-1 delivery, high for ball 3. Count now 3-1. Harrington back in there, 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, fouled back, count now full 3-2. Understand Mike Steinwager will call the next ball game for Zaleski Sports, so the Luxury suite being planned for Mike right now. The lounge suite with the refreshments and other amenities that he needs for his broadcast. Full count pitch, got the outside corner for a called strike 3. And Cherney strikes out the side here in the second. Sheboygan in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 2 innings, our score is Sheboygan 4, Marshfield 3. More baseball coming up following these messages.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome to Taqueria Monarca at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Try the delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. And kick things up a notch with their fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Leading off, the catcher, Mason.
Good day for baseball here in central Wisconsin. Marshfield and Sheboygan meeting in round 3 of the AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament. Catcher Mason Anderson leads off the Marshfield third against Sheboygan right-hander Ryan Stephen. Pitch on the way, pop foul on the first base side and a play for strike 1. Sheboygan leads at 4-3. Marshfield batting top half of the third. We are in Marshfield, but Marshfield is the visiting team for this ball game. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fly ball towards shallow center field, and the shortstop Hunt goes out to grab it for the out. Anderson pops that one up off his fists for out number 1. And the Marshfield batter now, right fielder Owen Griesbach, who fly to center his first time up. Owen batting right-handed. Stephen throws here. Inside, ball 1. Our coverage of American Legion Baseball on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com brought to us by Nasonville Dairy of Marshfield. Stephen throws once again. Line to deep left field. Rabarchik goes back in deep left field, gets there, and makes the catch for the out. Hit well by Griesbach, but tracked down by Rabarchik for out number 2. Here's the Marshfield third baseman Chase Robinson, hit by a pitch his first time up. Nasonville Dairy has produced award-winning cheese for more than 100 years, crafting unique flavors for the industry. Nasonville Dairy of Marshfield. Stephen winds and throws, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Sheboygan on top 4-3, Marshfield batting top of the third. Bases empty and 2 out. Stevens working from the windup. Sets and delivers a curveball, hits Robinson in the back. Robinson hit by a pitch for the second straight at bat. Slow curveball. It didn't break very much, and Chase takes that one on the back of the shoulder. So a 2-out base runner for Marshfield, and here's the first baseman, Nathan Richardson. Nathan struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. Stephen from the stretch, sets and throws. Ground ball back to the box, off Stephen's leg, caroms towards third base. He'll have no play. Infield hit for Nathan Richardson. That ball hit sharply back at the box. Went off of Stephen's leg towards the third base foul line. And no chance he could recover, grab the ball, and throw at anybody. So Robinson takes second base. Richardson's at first for DH Bryce Shoddy, who bounced into a fielder's choice to close out the first inning. He's 0 for 1. So a scoring chance for Marshfield here in the third. Stephen from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Breaks across for a call and strike one. Sheboygan on top 4-3. Marshfield batting top half of the third. Runners at first and second, and 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike on Bryce Shoddy. Now the pitch. Popped up on the diamond. The second baseman Michaels racing in behind the mound to grab it, and then he drops the ball. And all hands are safe. That ball hit right behind the pitcher's mound. Michaels racing in. Got there, got a glove on it, and it popped away. And that will be ruled an error on the second baseman Michaels. We've seen a few drop balls today. And that loads the bases. So Robinson to third base. Richardson takes second. Shoddy at first for the second baseman, Cash Osterman. Infield hit his first time up. He hits one foul on the third base side. Harrington has a look, but the ball falls out of play for strike one. So a 2-out threat here for Marshfield. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Cash Osterman is the batter. Steven will stay in the stretch position here. Readies himself. Now throws up and in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So no runs by Marshfield this inning will be earned. Steven ready once again. 1-1 delivery. Curveball whacked to left field. That'll drop for a base hit. Robinson in. Richardson rounding third base. He'll come home as well. Throw gets away. And Shoddy trying to score from third base. Here's a play at the plate, and Shoddy is out at the plate. But Cash Osterman comes through with a 2-run single as Robinson and Richardson both score. The ball got loose behind the catcher near the backstop, and Shoddy, attempting to score on the play, was tossed out. The pitcher, Steven, backing up the play, throwing to the catcher, Thorne, to retire Shoddy for out number 3.
2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2
a 2 RBI single for Cash Osterman to close out the inning. Marshfield in the third, 2 runs, both unearned. 2 hits, 1 error, a hit batter, 1 man left on base. After 2.5 innings, it's Marshfield.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Hey everybody, Ned over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now, the Wheeler Summer Sale Down, which means take advantage of our lowest prices on our longest available units in stock. Going on now through July 7th, like this GMC Sierra, or this Yukon XL, or this Chevy Silverado, plus many more. The Wheeler Summer Sale Down, some of our lowest prices of the year, going on now through July 7th.
Logan Makels leads off the Sheboygan third, fouls one back for strike one. Marshfield now on top 5-4. Cherney winds, throws again, breaking ball up and in for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 2-out rally for Marshfield in that third inning. Robinson hit by a pitch, base hit by Richardson, then the error on the ball hit by Shoddy, and a big 2-run single by Osterman. 1-1 delivery, fly ball to center field. Dawson Luther drifting towards right center, gets there and makes the play for the out. Michael is retired for out number 1. Here's the first baseman, Levi Mills. Singled and scored his first time up. Again, both of those runs by Marshfield in the third inning are unearned. Mills stands in. Cherney winds and delivers. Breaking ball, missed outside, ball 1. On this date back in 1954, The Baltimore Orioles hit their first ever Grand Slam home run. Here's a long drive to the right field line. Griesbach giving chase, but that ball will fall in foul ground into play. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Orioles are playing the Yankees that day. Hallie Reynolds pitching for the Yankees, and infielder Bob Kennedy hit a Grand Slam home run, the first ever for the brand new Baltimore Orioles, who had moved from St. Louis, where they had been the St. Louis Browns the previous 52 years. The 1-1 delivery, curveball whacked to left field for a base hit, past a diving Chase Robinson down the left field line. And Mills has his second of the ball game.
Brett Rabarchik.
6 hits for Sheboygan today. The left fielder Brett Rabarchik now batting. He double home run and scored his first time up. Bob Kennedy had a long career as an infielder in the American League, late 30s to actually late 50s. Not known very well today. This pitch down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Brett Rabarchik. Our score now, Marshfield 5, Sheboygan 4. Sheboygan batting. Bottom half of the third. 1 out, 1 on. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way. Hang outside for a ball, 2-0. And of course, Hallie Reynolds, a premier pitcher for the Yankees back in that era. An outstanding career. Runner goes, 2-0 pitch. Is hit foul on the third base side, hitting on a play. 2-1. That was the Orioles' first year of existence. They had played as the St. Louis Browns from the inception of the American League back in 1901 through that 1953 season. They moved to Baltimore for 1954. Toss to first base, and Mills back in time. Rabarchik stands back in there, young man from Sheboygan North. And the pitch on the way. High fly ball to right center. Griesbach and Luther converging, and Luther gets there in right center to make the catch for the out, sending Mills back to first base. That ball placed in the gap, but Dawson Luther tracks it down from center field for out number 2. Here's the Sheboygan pitcher Ryan Stevens, struck out his first time up. Steven batting right-handed. Mills leads at first base. Toss over there, and he's back in time. Cherney from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Foul back for strike 1. Warm day here in central Wisconsin, but fans enjoying a good baseball game today. Runner goes, pitch is low and outside, and can't be corralled by Anderson. It's ball 1, and Mills takes second base. We'll give him a stolen base on that play. The ball got away from Anderson, but even had he fielded that cleanly, he was not in a real good position to make a throw. So stolen base for Levi Mills. He's in scoring position. 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball across the inside corner for a called strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes on Ryan Steven. Standing in once again. Cherney gets set and now steps off. Tight ball game today. Lots of offense today here at Jack Ackman Field. Cherney ready. And throws low for a ball. Runner goes for the third base, is there in time, and the runner, Mills, is out. Mason Anderson to Chase Robinson to gun down Levi Mills and end the inning.
Marshfield 5, Sheboygan 4.
In the third. Four men left on base. Sheboygan with 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and they've left 1. Back with more baseball from Jack Ackman Field following these messages.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments,
High School Sports Cup,
tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn and Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn and Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn and Suites your home base.
Marshfield comes to bat in the fourth inning, leading by a run. Top of the order here in the fourth inning for Marshfield. Leadoff man is left fielder Jacob Sadowska. Singled and scored and fouled out tonight. 1 for 2. Ryan Stephen throwing for Sheboygan. Winds and throws and misses outside, ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 5, Sheboygan 4. Marshfield batting top half of the fourth. Stephen gets set, throws once again. Leaves that one high and outside for ball 2, 2-0. Stephen now at 50 pitches through 3+ innings. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That's on the inside corner for a call strike, 2-1. Nice crowd on hand for a beautiful day for baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. 2-1 delivery. Ground ball towards second base. Hit sharply but grabbed by Michaels. Throws to first base in time for the out.
Shortstop, Matt Konechny.
With one down, the batter is shortstop Matt Konechny. RBI base hit and scored a run back in the first. He's also popped to first, 1 for 2 on the day. Right-hander Ryan Stephen throwing for Sheboygan this afternoon. Working from the windup. Stephen winds and delivers. Low and outside, ball 1. I want to remind you, by the way, a big event coming up in Marshfield in a couple of weeks. The Marshfield Baseball and Softball Hall of Fame induction dinner coming up on Saturday, August 8th. Fastball over, call strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Saturday, August 8th at the REMS Celebration Center here in Marshfield, in fact, across the street from Jack Hackman Field. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That's over for call strike, 1 and 2. If you'd like to be there, tickets now are available at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield and the offices of Wisconsin Homes. And Saturday, August 8th, social hour at 5:30, dinner at 6:30. Stephen throws again, a swing and a miss. And Konechny out on strikes.
Center fielder,
Second strikeout for Ryan Stephen. With 2 men down, the batter is Dawson Luther. Doubled and scored back in the first. He's also flied to center. 1 for 2 on the day. Some very prominent inductees going into the Hall of Fame this year. Stephen gets set. Winds and fires. Low and inside, ball 1. Marshfield leads this ball game 5-4. Blue Devils batting in the top of the fourth. Base is empty and 2 out. Stephen taking his time. Now throws 1-0. Ground ball right side. And off the glove of the first baseman Mills into right field. Got a bad hop there. And Luther is aboard. That ball kind of ate him up, and they'll give...
Catcher, Mason
I think they'll give Mills an error on that play. Ball was hit right at him. I know it did take a hop on him. Tough chance, but Luther is aboard on the error by the first baseman Mills. And brings up catcher Mason Anderson, who doubled home 2 runs back in the first. He's also popped to short. Stephen from the stretch, runner goes. Pitch over for a called strike, and then the catcher Thorne drops the ball. So he's still in base for Dawson Luther. He's in scoring position. And the count on Anderson, 0-1. This year's Hall of Fame inductees include former Marshfield Tiger And UW Milwaukee infielder Trevor Schwecke played several years of minor league ball for Toronto and Philadelphia. Former Marshfield Tiger softball standout Courtney Donahue. Here's a long drive down the left field line. A curving going foul, out of play. 0-2 on Anderson. Courtney is finishing her college career at Missouri. Longtime Auburndale baseball coach Bill Hembrook will be inducted to the Hall of Fame this year. Certainly very deserving. Has some great teams in the 70s and 80s. And 3 local softball standouts, Mike Pankratz, Gary Zophi, and Scott Larson, all going to the Hall of Fame this year. No balls and 2 strikes on Mason Anderson. Steven gets set, throws once again, fly ball to center field. Williams drifting back to deep center, gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. So once again, tickets now available at Nuts Deep 2 and the offices of Wisconsin Homes in Marshfield. That's on Saturday, August the 8th at the Rem Celebration Center in Marshfield. In the 4th for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We've now played 3.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 5, Sheboygan 4. Back with more baseball following these messages.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, and ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the 4th. Their leadoff man is pitcher Ryan Stephen, who struck out his first time up. Devin Cherney winds and delivers. Got the outside corner for a called strike 1. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the 4th. Marshfield on top in this ball game 5-4. Here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. Fouled back, 0-2. This is an elimination game. The team that loses is out of the tournament. Team that wins comes back in place tomorrow at 4:30 against the loser of our last game today, Kimberly and Eau Claire. 0-2 pitch, high hopper towards second base. Picked up by Osterman, tosses to first base in time for the out.
Center fielder, Mark Williams.
1 man down in the Sheboygan 4th inning. And center fielder Mark Williams now batting for Sheboygan. Had a big 2-run single in that 4-run first for Sheboygan. Williams stands in, hitting right-handed. Cherney ready. Winds and delivers. A swing and a miss for strike 1. For some interesting sports talk, join us Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on WOSQ for Wisconsin Sports on the Go. 0-1 pitch over at the knees, a call strike, 0-2. Trajan Bogdanovich of Greenwood hosting some special guests. Gives his take on Wisconsin sports. Now the 0-2 delivery. A breaking ball hits him in the back. Cherney hit by the pitch.
Colin Thorne.
And Sheboygan has a one-out base runner for the catcher, Colin Thorne. Trajan Bogdanovich of Greenwood. And Wisconsin Sports on the Go at Trage every Saturday at 10 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. Colin Thorne stands in, the Sheboygan catcher. Fly to center his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Quick toss to first base, and Williams dives back in safely. Thorne batting right-handed, Cherney working from the stretch. He now throws over for a called strike 1. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the fourth. Marshfield now on top 5-4. 1 out, 1 on. Nothing in 1 on Colin Thorne. The pitch by Cherney. Fouled back to the screen. Nothing in 2. Sheboygan scored all 4 of their runs in the first inning. They've been quiet offensively ever since. Thorne back in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Cherney checks the base runner. Again to first base. Williams dives back in safely. Nathan Richardson taking the throw. Colin Thorne from Kohler, the catcher on this Sheboygan ball club. Pitch on the way, popped foul behind home plate, heading out of play. Count stays 0-2. A little bit of a breeze today, but not too much, blowing across the field from the right field corner to left field, but not a big factor today. Again, the 0-2 pitch, fly ball to center field. Luther drifting back, gets there, makes the play for the out. And Williams back to first base. Thorne flies to center field for out number 2. Sheboygan right fielder Adam Schmall batting. Struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Batting right-handed. Quick toss to first base. And Williams back in time. Schmall from a slightly open stance. Cherney throws here. And misses down low for ball 1. Lots at stake today. The team that loses this ball game is now out of the state tournament. So some pressure on both ball clubs today. Now the 1-0 delivery. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the first of 3 ball games here at Jack Hackman Field today. 1-1 on Adam Schmall. And Cherney fires. Swung and a missed. 1-2. Sheboygan has ball players from several different schools, and Schmall from Sheboygan Falls. He stands back in there. The 1-2 pitch popped up on the diamond. Down the third base foul line. Robinson comes in from third base and foul ground. He'll grab it to end the inning. In the fourth for Sheboygan, no runs, no hits, no errors, a hit batter, 1 man left on base. We've now played 4 innings, and our score is Marshfield 5, Sheboygan 4. Back with more baseball following these messages.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And Experience, providing estimates for your
Marcia comes to bat, top half of the 5th inning, leading by a run. Leadoff man, right fielder Owen Griesbach has flied to center and flied to left. He's 0 for 2 today. Pitch by Steven, breaks down low for ball 1. Marshfield and Sheboygan today in this AAA American Legion baseball contest at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield batting top of the 5th, on top 5-4. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A breaking ball is across for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Griesbach back in there. Stephen fires, low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Certainly good to see Owen playing baseball after missing much of the athletic season due to a football knee injury. Missed about half the football season. 2-1 delivery. High hopper foul, third base side. And missed the wrestling season. He'll wrestle in college next year for Augsburg. Then missed the high school baseball season, or large part of it. And now back playing Legion ball this summer. 2-2 delivery. High fly ball in the gap in left center field. And the left fielder, Williams, drives, Rabarchik comes over, makes the play for the out.
Third baseman, Chase Robinson.
With one man down, Chase Robinson batting for Marshfield. The Marshfield third baseman has twice been hit by a pitch. So no official at bats. He does have a run scored today. Stephen ready. He throws, missing low and outside for ball one. The state AA baseball tournament starts this week in River Falls. Should be some good action over there. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball hits him again. Again, Robinson hit by a pitch. Came inside with a slow curveball.
First baseman.
And Chase takes one on the arm, so he's been hit by a pitch 3 times today. Chase Robinson on base 3 times after being hit by a pitch. Marshfield has a one-out base runner for first baseman Nathan Richardson. He has struck out and singled and scored today, 1 for 2. Stephen working from the stretch. Throws. Way inside, ball 1. Marshfield on top, 5-4. Marshfield batting. Top of the 5th, 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Nathan Richardson. Stephen gets ready and throws. Popped foul, first base side, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. That AA state tournament at River Falls begins on Friday. First ball game, Waupun and New London, Friday at noon. After that, the Northwoods Eagle River team plays New Richmond at 2:30. 1 ball, 1 strike on Nathan Richardson. Here's a high fly ball to left field. Rabarchik going back in the gap in left center to the warning track, and he'll grab it there for the out. And Robinson moves back to first base. Hit well by Richardson, but tracked down by Brett Rabarchik for out number 2. Now the Marshfield DH, Bryce Shoddy, will bat. Bryce 0 for 2. He's bounced into a fielder's choice and reached base on an error today. Also on Friday at River Falls, Denmark plays Superior at 5 o'clock. West Salem meets River Falls at 7:30. First pitch is Shoddy outside for ball 1. So some good baseball this weekend. That's Friday through Tuesday, the AA state tournament at River Falls. Stephen from the stretch throws on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bryce Shoddy. Robinson at first base, held there by Levi Mills. Next pitch hit foul on the first base side. Count goes to 1-2. Meanwhile, both Stratford and Athens have teams at the Class A state tournament at Prairie du Chien starting on Friday. In fact, they play each other in the first round on Friday afternoon. Ball and 2 strikes on Bryce Shoddy. Stephen from the stretch delivers. Soft fly ball right down the right field line. That will drop on the foul line. No, just outside the line. Our first base umpire, right there, Darrell Prees, rules that a foul ball. Coach Kressel at first base questioning that. Looked like he may have kicked up some chalk, but Mr. Prees says no. Just a foul ball. Robinson back to first base. The count on Shoddy remains 1-2. Stephen gets set and throws. Pop foul on the third base side. Harrington in foul ground near the third base dugout. Reaches up but has no play. Ball falls just out of his reach. In front of that third base dugout. Still 1-2 on Bryce Shoddy. Shoddy stands back in there, batting left-handed. Robinson leads at first base, held there by Mills. Stephen goes over there, and Robinson back in time. Shoddy stands ready again. Next pitch outside for a ball. 2-2 on Bryce Shoddy. DHing today. Spent a lot of outfield for the Marshfield Legion this year, but serving as the DH in this ball game this afternoon. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stephen again ready. Throws and misses inside for ball 3. Count full 3-2 with 2 outs. Robinson at first base will be off with the pitch. Shoddy stands ready. Stephen from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Hit foul to the third base side. Again out of play. Stephen now at 79 pitches today. We're only in the 5th inning, so he'll likely not finish this one this afternoon. Still 3-2 on Shoddy, who steps out on Stephen. Have some fans in the left field bleachers along Spruce Avenue today watching the ball game this afternoon. Once again, 3-2 on Shoddy. Runner goes, pitch on the way. Breaking ball got the outside corner for a called strike 3. Third strikeout for Ryan Stephen today. Marshfield in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, a hit batter, 1 man left on base. Now through 4.5 innings of baseball, our score is Marshfield 5 and Sheboygan 4. And back with more baseball following these messages.
Every big future starts with a small step. You can't plan every part of your child's future, but you can help them build smart financial habits that last a lifetime. That's why Simplicity Credit Union Youth Accounts make it easy to start early, helping young savers build confidence and grow towards a bright future. Because the lessons they learn today can grow into something bigger tomorrow.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neilsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Renton, Fairground Avenue off Highway.
Sheboygan batting, bottom half of the 5th. Marshfield leads this ball game 5-4. AAA state tournament from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. 1-0 delivery. High fly ball to right field. Griesbach will go back, but this ball is past him to the warning track. Hunt to second base. Rounding second base, he'll dig for third, and he will get there standing up. Tristan Hunt triples to right field. Now 7 hits for Sheboygan today. And Sheboygan has the tying run at third base with nobody out to start the 5th inning. The third baseman, Keaton Harrington, batting. He has bounced to second and struck out today, 0 for 2. Harrington hitting left-handed. The pitch by Cherney, breaking ball, floats high and away, ball 1. Sheboygan scored 4 in the first. They've been quiet offensively ever since. But now looking to tie the ball game here in the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch. High for ball, 2-0. Cherney now at 76 pitches today. Divin working from the stretch. Throws 2-0. Fouled back. Now moves to 2-1. Infield stays back. Robinson, though, in at third base. 2 balls, 1 strike on Keaton Harrington. Cherney gets ready and throws high and away for ball 3. And the count now 3-1. Tight ball game today here at Jack Hackman Field. Here is the 3-1 delivery. That's fouled over the screen out of play. Count goes to 3-2. Sheboygan looking for 1 run to tie the ball game. Harrington back in there, and Cherney will check the base runner. Full count pitch. Pot foul on the third base side again on a play. Still 3-2 on Harrington. Team that loses this ball game is done for the year. So lots at stake in this one today. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Keaton Harrington. Stands in there once again. Devin Cherney on the mound for Marshfield. He sets and delivers. Fouled back once again. Harrington stays alive at 3-2. Cherney getting his sign from catcher Mason Anderson. Now he's ready. And again, the full count pitch. Popped up on the diamond. And Robinson near the third base bag will call and grab it for the out.
Second baseman.
And Hunt holds at third base. 1 man down. The batter is second baseman Logan Michaels. RBI base hit and a run scored back in the first is also fly to center. He's 1 for 2. Now tying run still at third base, now with 1 out here in the 5th. As Michaels stands in. Cherney from the stretch. Curveball is swinging and a miss for strike 1. Our score is Marshfield 5, Sheboygan 4. Sheboygan batting bottom half of the 5th. Runner at third base and 1 out. No balls, 1 strike on Logan Michaels. Cherney ready once again. And throws. Ground ball past Robinson at third base in the left field for a base hit. RBI single for Logan Michaels will tie the ball game. We're back to even, tied at 5.
First baseman, Levi Mills.
So Hunt scores on the base hit by Michaels to tie the ball game at 5 apiece. Batting next is the first baseman Levi Mills. 2 singles and a run scored today. Quick toss to first base sends Michaels back. Mills, by the way, one of the most unusual ball players you'll see in baseball. One of those rare guys who bats right and throws left. Don't see that very often. Pitch by Cherney. Chopped on the third base side. Will stay in fair territory, and all hands are safe. Little chopper on the third base foul line stayed in the infield grass. It would not go foul. So Mills has his 3rd hit today. And Michaels takes second base on that play. Time called, and Marshfield assistant Jared Kressel comes out for a conference here. 1 run already in. And Sheboygan has base runners at first and second with only 1 out. And Michaels at second base is the game's go-ahead run. May have heard, by the way, that UW Eau Claire now has a new women's basketball coach. Hannah Iverson moves over from Stout to take the Eau Claire job. Iverson, you may recall, played high school basketball at Eau Claire North, then played for UW Green Bay for several years. He spent the last 7 years as the women's coach at Stout at 125 and 74. Tanya England retiring as the longtime Eau Claire women's basketball coach after coaching the Blue Golds for 26 years. We have several area players in that Eau Claire program. Sydney Subke of Neilsville and Reese Grimm of Pittsville will be sophomores next season. And Haley Klim of Marshfield, an incoming freshman at Eau Claire this fall. So Hannah Iverson, the new women's basketball coach at UW Eau Claire. The batter for Sheboygan, left fielder Brett Robarczyk. Lines one towards right field. That will fall for a base hit. Michaels rounding third base. He'll try to score. The throw up the line, so Michaels is in. Mills takes third base. RBI single for Brett Robarczyk. And Sheboygan back on top, now leading 6-5.
Pitcher, Ryan Steffen.
Michaels scores and Mills hustles to third base on the play. And Sheboygan back on top with a 6-5 count. The pitcher, Ryan Steffen, now batting. Runner goes, pitch is over for called strike, throw to second base, gets through, and now the man at second base, Robarczyk, in a rundown. Throw back to third base, and the runner at third base is out. Jacob Sadowska, the shortstop, trying to run down Robarczyk between first and second, saw Mills off the bag, threw behind him to Robinson, and Mills tossed out. That's 2, 4, 6, 5 on that putout. That's out number 2. Robarczyk does take second base. The count on Steffen, 0-1. Here's a curveball popped up on the diamond. Robinson, the third baseman, comes down the line, calls, and grabs it to end the inning. In the fifth for Sheboygan, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and 1 man left on base. We've now played 5 full innings, and our score is Sheboygan 6 and Marshfield 5. Back with more baseball following these messages.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield batting in the top half of the sixth, leadoff man Cash Osterman. First pitch from Ryan Steffen, breaks inside for ball 1. Our score now, Sheboygan 6, Marshfield 5. Marshfield batting, top half of the sixth inning. Steffen from the windup, sets and throws. Got the outside corner for a call strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Steffen now at 82 pitches for the day. Again, that Legion limit is 105. 1-1 delivery. Line towards right field, but grabbed by the second baseman Michaels. Hit sharply, but right at second baseman Logan Michaels for out number 1.
Left fielder, Jake Sadowska.
Jake Sadowska now batting for Marshfield. The Blue Devil left fielder has singled and scored, fouled to third, and bounced to second. He's 1 for 3. Jake batting left-handed. Steffen fires outside, ball 1. Once again, stay with ZaleskiSports.com for coverage of the remaining 2 ball games today here at Jack Hackman Field. 1-0 pitch on the inside corner, a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watertown plays Toma at 4:30. Eau Claire meets Kimberly at 7:30. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That missed outside for ball 2-1, and both games can be seen today on ZaleskiSports.com. Steffen now throws 2-1. Way inside for ball 3-1. tomorrow. Games at 4:30 and 7:30. Championship round begins Saturday at 12:30. Those games also Friday and Saturday on ZaleskiSports.com. Next pitch to Sadowska, low and outside, ball 4. First walk issued by Ryan Stephen today. And Marshfield's fastest man, Jake Sadowska, represents the tying run at first base with 1 out. Marshfield hitter is Mac Konieczny, RBI base hit and a run scored back on the first. Is also popped to first and struck out, 1 for 3. Good chance we'll see Jake on the move here. He is going right now. Pitch is over for a call strike. Throw to second base is late. Sadowska's second stolen base today. The count on Konieczny, 0-1. And Marshfield has the tying run in scoring position. Stephen working from the stretch. Gets set, spins, and bluffs Sadowska back to second base. Marshfield with a tying run in scoring position with 1 out here in the 6th. 0-1 delivery. Line back up the middle. Knocked down by the shortstop Hunt. He drops the ball, picks it up, throws to first base in time for the out. And Sadowska takes third base. Well done by the shortstop Tristan Hunt. That ball hit very hard, and Hunt knocked it down behind the bag, recovered, and threw at Konieczny for out number 2. On the play, Sadowska takes third base. So Marshfield has the tying run 90 feet away for center fielder Dawson Luther, who has doubled and scored, fly to center, and reached base on an error today. Stephen will work from the windup here. Gets ready and delivers. Missing outside for ball 1. Marshfield trying to get in that tying run from third base with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes on Dawson Luther. Stephen throws again. Low for a ball, 2-0. You can bet Stephen will be very careful with Dawson here after Luther had 5 hits and 7 RBIs last night. 2 balls, no strikes on Luther. Stephen winds and delivers again. Curveball gets across for a call strike. Now 2-1. Elimination game today here at the AAA State Baseball Tournament in Marshfield. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Stephen into his motion. Throws again, a fly ball towards center field. Williams drifting back to deep center field, and he'll grab it to end the inning. So Marshfield threatens, but they do not score here in the 6th. Marshfield with no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, 1 man left on base. We've played 5.5 innings, and our score is Sheboygan 6, Marshfield 5. We'll come back with more baseball following these messages.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Jeep and Ram, all at one location, Highway 10 East, Neillsville. Check out grossauto.com.
Sheboygan comes to bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning, leading by a run. Leadoff hitter is the center fielder Mark Williams with a single and 2 RBIs back in the first. He's also been hit by a pitch today. Devin Cherney winds and throws and misses low for ball 1. Elimination game today at the AAA State Baseball Tournament. Cherney's next pitch hit foul on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Sheboygan leads this one 6-5 as they bat bottom half of the 6th at Jack Hackman Field. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way. Popped up on the first base side. The first baseman Richardson down the first base foul line, comes down in foul ground to grab it for the out.
Catcher, Colin Thorne.
Williams fouls out for out number 1. Batting for Sheboygan now, the catcher Colin Thorne has twice fly to Dawson Luther in center field. 0 for 2 on the day. Cherney from the windup. Delivers a swing and a miss for strike 1. American Legion Baseball today brought to us by the Hearing House. They feature hearing aids and services to make your house a hearing house. 0-1 pitch. Miss low and outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they help Wisconsin hear with 5 great locations. That's the Hearing House in Marshfield. The 1-1 delivery. Half swing, and they'll ring him up for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes on Colin Thorne, number 8 man in the Sheboygan batting order today. Cherney ready. Delivers once again. Curveball hit foul on the first base side. Stays 1-2. Each pitcher now at 94 pitches. We're here in the bottom half of the 6th. 1-2 on Colin Thorne. Cherney throws again. Popped up in foul ground on the third base side. Robinson has a look, but the ball falls out of play. Still 1-2 on Colin Thorne. Marshfield and Sheboygan today. AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Ball and 2 strikes on Colin Thorne. Cherney into his motion, throws once again. Curveball whacked toward shortstop. Grabbed by Kinchny, will fire across the diamond in time for the out. That's out number 2.
Right fielder, Aiden Schmall.
And the right fielder, Adam Schmall, now batting for Sheboygan. Schmall struck out and fouled out. He's 0 for 2. Number 9 man in the Sheboygan batting order today. Cherney gets set and throws. There's a bunt first base side, but too hard, picked up by Cherney. He'll toss him out to end the inning. Nice idea by Schmall, but bunted the ball too hard, and Cherney able to make the play off the mound to retire the side. Sheboygan in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We move to the 7th inning with our score, Sheboygan 6 and Marshfield 5. And more baseball coming up following these messages.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Run double in Marshfield's 3-run first. He's also popped to short and fly to center. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Steven working from the windup. Sets and throws. And misses inside for ball 1. Our score is Sheboygan 6, Marshfield 5. Marshfield batting top of the 7th. in this elimination game at the AAA State Baseball Tournament. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That breaks down low for a ball, 2-0. Stephen now at 96 pitches, and the Legion limit is 105. Here is the 2-0 delivery on the way. Swung on and chopped foul behind home plate. Count goes to 2-1. 4, 5, 6 men due up for Marshfield here in the 7th inning. Marshfield has not scored since playing 2 in the 3rd. Here is the 2-1 delivery. Fouled to the screen once again. Count goes to 2-2. Good crowd of fans on hand for Legion baseball today. The AAA State Tournament back in Marshfield this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mason Anderson. Stephen ready. Winds and throws. A swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball. And Anderson out on strikes. 4th strikeout for Ryan Stephen today. 1 out. And batting next, the right fielder Owen Griesbach. He has flied to center and twice flied to left. 0 for 3. Stephen's pitch count now at 97. Griesbach stands in. Stephen winds and delivers. Fouled back for strike 1. On this date back in 1980, Houston pitcher J.R. Richard had a stroke during a workout at the Astrodome. Doctors then removed a blood clot from his right collarbone. Here's a swing and a miss. Nothing in 2, but Richard never the same pitcher again. Tried to pitch in the minor leagues but could not come back effectively. His career is basically done at that point. Here's the 0-2 delivery. High for a ball, 1-2. So J.R. Richard had a great career, but unfortunately had that stroke on this date back in 1980, which effectively ended his baseball career. 1-2 on Owen Griesbach. Stephen throws again. Pop foul to the screen. Count stays 1-2. Stephen now at 103 pitches. So he's right at that limit. Griesbach back in there. Stephen gets set. Throws again, missed outside for a ball. 2-2. So even if Owen is retired, Sheboygan needs one more pitcher to close things out. Griesbach back in the box. And now he takes time out. That Legion pitch count limit 105, so this next pitch is 105 for Stephen. Back into his motion, throws once again. Ground ball to third and knocked down by the third baseman Harrington, but goes off his glove and he'll have no blood. And Griesbach is aboard.
Third baseman, Chase Robinson.
That was pitch 105, and so now Sheboygan needs to make a move here and replace Ryan Stephen on the mound. And Coach Yerk calling to the bullpen. Ryan Stephen will leave. Looks like Kyle Helling is the new pitcher. Right-hander Kyle Helling comes in.
The pitch count for Ryan Stephen, 105.
Stephen goes 6 1/3. Allows 5 runs. 3 earned.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake. A half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
Hey, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Safeguard your personal information and join us for Abbey Bank's free shred day on Wednesday, August 5th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at any Abbey Bank location. Shred your confidential documents for free, and while you're there, help make a difference. Bring a non-perishable food or hygiene item to support your local food pantry. For full details, head to abbeybank.com. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Jones, Brian Kaiser.
Hailing from Sheboygan South. Owen Griesbach at first base, the game's tying run with one out here in the seventh. Chase Robinson batting for Marshfield. Chase has been hit by a pitch 3 times today. Officially 0 for 0 with a run scored. Helling working from the stretch. Griesbach at first base, held there by Mills. Helling from the stretch once again. Sets and delivers. Outside, ball 1. Our score is Sheboygan 6, Marshfield 5. Marshfield batting top of the 7th. 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Chase Robinson. Helling ready once again. And throws. High for a ball, 2-0. That last ball, by the way, hit by Griesbach, was ruled an error on the third baseman, Harrington. Sheboygan's third error of the day. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 3. 3-0. And Helling now in danger of putting that tying run in scoring position. 3 balls, no strikes on Chase Robinson. Helling gets set and fires a breaking ball that's across for a call strike, 3-1. I can see some of those old timers like Tim Krause rolling in their graves over that one. 3-0 breaking ball. 3-1 delivery on the way. That's the one outside for ball 4. Robinson draws a base on balls, sending Griesbach to second base. The Marshfield batter is first baseman Nathan Richardson. He has struck out, singled and scored, and flied to left. 1 for 3. Griesbach at second base is the tying run. At first base, Robinson is the go-ahead run. Helling from the stretch as Robinson stands in. Or Richardson, rather. First pitch to Richardson on the outside corner for a called strike. So Robinson officially 0 for 0 today. Hit by a pitch 3 times and a base on balls. 0-1 on Nathan Richardson. Helling again checks the runners. Makes a long look. Now throws high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield did lead 5-4 in the third until Sheboygan scored 2 in the 6th. They've held that 6-5 lead since. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a breaking ball in the dirt for a ball. 2-1. Marshfield needs 1 run to tie this ball game and stave off elimination. 2-1 the count. Helling sets once again. He now throws. Popped up into shallow right center field. A tough chance here. And the second baseman called off by the right fielder, Shamal, who makes the play in shallow right field. Michaels at second base went out, then Schmall came in, called him off, and made the catch for out number 2. The runners hold their ground. Griesbach at second, Robinson at first. Bryce Shoddy, the Marshfield batter. The Marshfield DH has bounced into a fielder's choice, reached base on an error, and struck out. He's 0 for 3. Marshfield's last hope. Helling stays in the stretch position and fires. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher. The runners will move up. That ball certainly was receivable. It just got through Thorne's glove. Pitch was outside for ball 1. That should be a pass ball on Thorne. And so Griesbach takes third base and Robinson to second. The count on Shoddy, 1 ball, no strikes. Tying run at third base, go ahead run now at second. Base hit here could give Marshfield the lead. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Helling gets set, throws once again. Ground ball towards second base. Michaels in the hole will knock it down, pick it up, throw to first base in time to end the ball game. And Sheboygan wins this ball game by a single run to move on to round 4 on Friday. In the 7th for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, 1 error, a walk, and 2 men left on base. Our final score this afternoon, Sheboygan 6, Marshfield 5. Back with a full recap following these messages.
Congratulations.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Day 3 underway. Michael here with Brett Robarczyk, the winning RBIs today, and it's survive in advance, and you guys are moving on. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. You know, all season we've been kind of looking forward to this, and we got an unfortunate loss yesterday, but today was good to keep fighting and get that win.
And early in that first inning, got some bullpen action going, but Stefan comes in, he battles from there and is able to give you six plus. How big is that to save some arms going into the rest of the week?
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, we had to use a couple arms the past couple of days, so Ryan being able to come in there and shut down for 6.1 innings, 6.2 innings, that saved our arms for the rest of the games.
And now, last thing I'll ask, going forward from this one, what was the big feeling in that seventh inning? We 3 outs away, then 2 outs away, and then that final ground ball, I guess. What was the feeling there?
Yeah, it was just trusting ourselves, trusting our defense, trusting all the preparation we had before the game and all summer, and just trusting that we can make the right plays.
Something goes. We're going to one last thing. You see our camera right there. I'm going to give you this. I'll count down 3, 2, 1. I'm Brett Robarczyk, and I'm in the house. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Brett Robarczyk, and I'm in the house.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you. Brett Robarczyk, our Ridge Top Exteriors player of the game. As Sheboygan survives, they move on. They will take on an opponent to be determined tomorrow morning. Again, games got moved to 9 and 11:30 tomorrow. We'll still have every pitch right here on Zaleski Sports. Game 10 is on the way next at about 4:30 start time right here on Zaleski Sports. Until then, we'll talk to you soon.